really sick out here, bad. What the fuck is happening in this world? Let's fucking do it, baby. Today's stream, pretty calm, pretty fire, as you boys can see, you hear me? Not balls. I didn't mean to say that. It doesn't matter. My fucking, you know what I'm saying? I shave my shit. You feel me? I feel like a cop. Honestly, I feel like a cop. But the shit's gonna grow back within like a week. It's because I want to get the full chin piece. Like it's because I cut it too small because I misshaved, and then you know what I'm saying? I was like, whatever. I guess I'll just restart. So now we're restarting. But today's chat, we have 3 W reactions. We fucking hate Boston here. Fuck Boston. They lost in the playoffs. So we'll be watching the 76ers game, and then we'll be reacting to some WWE stuff. But let's hop into these reactions, man. Hope y'all boys are doing good. Hopefully y'all boys are doing swell. Let's do it. Boston, Philly. See what the word is. I can't lie, VJ is so crazy. Oh my god, PG. Prime PG would have fucking cocked that bitch all the way back to China and slammed it. It's okay though. That was before the leg injury. If you know, you know. This team's nice as fuck though. I completely forgot how nice like the Sixers are. Big lag. Hold on, let's get a quick timeout here. Alright. Just want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to check the internet. Just wanna, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure we're Gucci. Ooh. I cannot lie. I don't know any of these Boston players besides Mr. Jaylen Brown. I'm not going to lie to you. Is this shit? Hold on. Let's get another quick pause here. Because this shit's not loading up on my phone. Oh my god. This shit's not loading up on my force close. Okay, now it's loading. Dude, I'm so sorry for the sniffles, bro. We're gonna get the sniffles all fucking day today. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Whatever, as long as I can reach out, I don't give a fuck. That boy Embiid. Damn, Philly Loki has everybody. Nah, I do know him. He's actually an Uter from like fucking China. He be knocking that bitch down from deep. Embiid, pull up. That's a nice little shot. Jaylen Brown's nice, you know what I'm saying? He finally got his hair done. I'm gonna have to get a tissue mid-game, I can't even lie. Usually he splashes that. My boy Maxey to VJ. You really forget how many pieces that the fucking Philly team has, man. VJ, that boy Maxey, that boy Embiid, Kelly Oubre, obviously, PG 13. That team is so different. Too bad they're not better than New York, though. Good float skis. Take it to Embiid. No, that was mid-range. I can't lie, that was terrible defense, number 88. Horrific defense. You should have pulled up a little bit harder on that. Good shot. Bang. That was a good lob. You can't aim on that. 14-second difference between the clocks. And Reed right into Kata, and he banks it home. Maxey on the second effort. Fader goes down. White, Pritchard, Kata, Hauser, Gonzalez, the 5 for Boston. Roach on the attack, stop on a dime and float it in. Fuck the Celtics. Damn, Derek White. Oh, good move. Good fucking move. Drummond doesn't have no defense. I can tell you that. Boy, too slow on his feet. PG, baby. Okay, so you should have went the other way. Throw that lob up, baby. Good move. That's a good move. Oh my god, VJ. Ooh. Good move again. Is that Pritchard? Is that his name, right? Derek White, pull up 3, bang. Good move. Good movement.
4 on 5. Edgecombe loads it up and sticks a 3.
You like seeing that?
This rookie is fearless. Pritchard with 8 to shoot. He's been the go-to guy along with White in the second quarter. In a crowd.
Damn. Someone's open, I was gonna say. He's on that Kyrie timing? I see you. And one.
Has a chance for 3. The process is too big. Now it's Brown on Barlow.
Oh my god, that boy's looking on skates. Who did he just shit on right there?
Barlow had just checked in.
Quick Wi-Fi check. Oh my god, did not mean. Hold on. Definitely force close Discord, dude. Definitely force close Discord.
Get it to go with the right. Got numbers. Grimes, the fake. Grimes, wild attempt, no. Embiid, the board and finish. Trying to guard Embiid. And that's not going to work, but he does get the miss from Embiid.
Oh my god, dude.
Hauser, 3 ball. Money.
Now in the second quarter, the threes now are starting to fall.
Oh.
Embiid lost it. Grimes in.
Oh my god, I thought he was about to lay on his top. BJ, good screen. Paul George? Feeling like prime PG-13 over there. Oh my god. Not what you want to see right there. It's like, this was a game 7? This was last night?
White with Garza back out there. Larraz. And hit the 3 with 8 on the shot. Maxey on Hauser. Maxey step away. Got it for 2. Aiden Pritchard is also going to be out there. He came off the bench in his normal 6-man role. Now Kidd is going right at Embiid. Couple of fakes.
Good move. That boy's low-key cooking Embiid though. He cooked him last night. Damn.
And that's what changed the momentum in the second quarter.
Maxey. Maxey bang.
One step he is looking at in this second half, offensive rebounds. He said he only got 4 in the first half, he's got to get some more.
That's what got him back in the game, though. Hitting in between, getting to the basket. And now
That's a shot. I was going to say, come on now. Is no one going to give this guy a little bit of defense?
Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. Meanwhile, we've seen the second half be an issue over the last 2 games for Boston. Got pummeled in the fourth quarter in game 5 as Brown gets the contact and the bucket. Embiid, mismatch.
Too easy. And there's going to be nothing. They're not going to bring size. No Garza, no Queta.
Pritchard. Embiid back down on Jaylen Brown. Double, kick, extra, Maxey, 3.
Well,
It's Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Another offensive rebound for Sean.
You got the whole brown shirt squad on the fucking court right now.
Look at Brown. Oh, we're in the park. We're in the park.
Easy.
Embiid wins the battle.
Jaylen Brown is.
I mean, yeah, if you want to just fucking give it to him next time, man.
Maxey floats it, no. Embiid the follow. So without Embiid, it's Drummond on the floor. Maxey on the drive, and the easy float game.
Great find by Paul George. Yes. My goodness.
Deep one, Hauser.
Big bang.
10 points for Paul George on his 36th birthday. Creates the space and knocks
That boy
down
PG was balling.
PG turning back the clock. Celtics 10 of 33 from downtown. Maxey gets into the paint and puts 2 more on the right side. Oh, Grimes the spin. Kick. Drummond.
Yeah, you knew Drummond was pulling that. I don't even know why you closed out.
And he gains the triple. Largest lead of the night for Philly here.
So did no type of scouting that game, huh?
Boston.
That's a high floater.
Can't hit there.
Good lay.
For the offensive goal.
Let's get a quick timeout. Joseph now needs a fucking tissue, mate. I need a tissue. Oh my god. And you know what's so funny? I should have just grabbed 2 tissues. You know, that would have been a smart play, and of course I didn't do that, so 1 tissue it is. Is that not a fucking travel? Like, he just literally was in motion to go in for the bucket and he just stops. Is that not a travel, chat?
In the second quarter, they've been silent in this third. Another 3. A pick out of Baylor is bowling.
And there, if he would have called that foul, that would have been the most bullshit foul of all time. I'm not even lying. Quick pause again. See, we are lagging now. Let me turn this shit off. Alright, we should be good. Who are the Knicks? Are the Knicks now going to be? What rank was the Knicks? I think they were 3 or 4. Who are the Knicks going against next, bro? Jaylen Brown. What a season for Jaylen. Oh my God. Dang. That's a fucking silencer. Calm the fuck down, Boston, you fucking bots. He just got called mad hard R's. Fuck Boston! Boston, the racist capital of the world, mate.
Embiid against Brown. And a foul's going to be called. And then Embiid, after the fact, he's got to be careful. He picked up that dead ball technical earlier in the quarter to shoot. Looking for George. Posting on.
Oh, the move. Blocked. Good lay. Holy shit. That boy got laid on. Damn. Oh, Embiid got hurt.
As he gets the rebound. Maxey toppled into his knee, and Embiid is hobbling back the other way. Move right back to him. Maxey.
Good lay. That boy Maxey's carrying.
Tyrese is taking over. Gotta go quick. Brown will pull.
He wanted the call. He didn't even care about that shot, bro.
White on the outside. No good. And the rebound on Maxey with 20 seconds to play. And for the first time in franchise history, the Philadelphia 76ers have come back from three.
Wow. Let me see the stats. Paul George had 13, B 34, Maxey 30. Damn, they had a hell of a night. That boy Brown had to put up 33, Derek White 26. Did anyone else score? Oh, I was gonna say, no one else on the nah, bro. Y'all need to fucking do something in that offseason. Holy shit, dude. Boston's fucking trash. Alright, man, let's get to the fucking next video. Nothing in my life but a PSA. I've been listening to that fucking Nine Vicious. Shout out to Cam Griggs, because he put me on it. I ain't gonna lie.
Magnum pretty much gave us the same ending. The debut of Ricky Saints, and Gunter is coming for the WWE title.
I'm not mad about that.
Wrong call, people. I sure as hell want to see this match.
I'm not mad about that. Too bad that he's not gonna win that though.
Look less like a C-level pay-per-view. Now the show sure is long. I told you I'll be there for you when I see Nia Jax in a backstage segment. But you know what, people? I will sin. I can't suffer for your sins that much. You know, there are thousands of backstage segments.
25 seconds. We good. Overly good. We still good.
I'll have to skip some of them. But of course, welcome back to another episode of Greatness Up Smack It Down. How are you guys doing today? You know the story. If you want those 2 inches on your Coco Jumbo, brother, you gotta put your truck-sized finger and press the like button, dude. First, we need to talk about the mystery caller. Yes, people, more surprises, more people presumably under the mask. So my suspicion is basically
it's gonna be Zilla.
A new Bloodline member, somebody who's gonna be
it's gotta be Zilla.
Up 2 sides. You know, maybe it's The Rock, people are going to say. Maybe
No.
The Rock is showing up
No.
for a C-level pay-per-view and be involved in Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns. I believe it's just wishful thinking. I got excited about Randy Orton's, mystery caller. I ain't gonna make the same mistake. Now, the show kicks off with Cody Rhodes, and he answered the burning question.
Whoa.
Yes, he is clear.
I can't lie,
He's just
past the
wondering
gym, and
what's
somebody
next
was
for
listening to Cody Rhodes'
on SmackDown.
theme song in
Ricky
the gym, in the
Saints
DR.
interrupts.
He does have
Unfortunately,
international
didn't
motion
get
for that. I
barely
will.
any interaction with the entrance from the crowd. That was kind of unfortunate anyway. Kind of makes you realize how many people actually watch NXT, how many people actually watch AEW. To a lot of these people, this was a brand new character, and I assume he's pretty over in NXT, right? I mean, I like him. He's very
Yeah.
charismatic. So we got this back and forth. I'm
He's a good
basically
promo.
everything your baby mama wishes you are. I'm the
Oh.
Revolution, Friday Night Saints. It was kind of challenging.
I'm happy that Ricky Saints got pulled up to main roster. Am I sad that the fucking New Day just got fucking released? You released Kofi fucking Kingston, 20 years in the business, and now he's not in the fucking business? Are you fucking retarded? Anyway, sorry, that was a little sidetrack. You know what I'm saying? Now, that came from the heart. How dare you? Are you guys... Let me, okay. Ricky Saints, so great talent. I think he's a great promo. Hopefully he has a good run. Realistically, he's going to be a mid-carder, though. If we're just being honest.
To a match anyway. Making his debut and coming after the big dog. Not Roman Reigns, the big dog of Smack. Whatever, you get the idea. Like the biggest guy of SmackDown, the main guy. Cody asks, what's the difference between now and last time you stepped up to me? We got a little ooh from the crowd.
A-dub.
You know, we got a little ooh. But I assumed the last time they faced each other,
Cody won.
Ricky Saints, Ricky Starks got his ass beat. That's what I'm gonna assume.
Yeah, I
believe
wasn't...
at that
I'm not
point
an
I wasn't
AEW guy, I
watching
can't
AEW
lie. I hope
anymore, unless
AEW
the
does
match
great, but
happened
I'm just
with
not an AEW guy.
WWE, but I really doubt it. Well, I guess this gives us an answer. He got his ass beat. Was that during the pandemic era, by the way? Anyway,
Probably.
the match was made official. I think that's pretty cool. But before leaving, Ricky Starks reminds him, I came to change who the show is about. I'm easy to find and hard to beat. In some ways, it's pretty effective, you know, making your main roster...
That is pretty
debut
true,
by
though. I
challenging
came
the
along like that boy Cody does
WWE
not
champion.
fucking
Even though
lose.
the result is pretty obvious, he ain't beating Cody, but I
Well,
thought
duh.
somebody is going to get interfered. Somebody who has history with Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Randy, by the way?
Yeah, this is
Back
what...
Randy
How many
Orton.
weeks are we in? We still haven't seen Randy.
The crowd, I don't know, man. I expected a bigger reaction, but also since it was already announced, maybe that kind of held it back a little bit. Maybe if he made a surprise debut at, let's say, SmackDown after WrestleMania, so easy to book, so obvious, WWE is all about surprises, doesn't always have to be a masked man. Maybe he would have gotten a bigger reaction. This kind of felt underwhelming anyway. We got JC Jane versus Charlotte Flair. And it seems like WWE have really high hopes for Jane. Obviously, Fatal Influence got involved. Jane takes advantage and got the dub. Alexa tried to
That's
help
okay,
her
big win.
successfully. We got Rhea Ripley, and she earned Charlotte's respect. With everything going on right here, it does seem like WWE...
Thought she got her
are
respect
out
after that
running
fucking
back.
WrestleMania match in,
Charlotte
like, what,
Flair
WrestleMania 39?
versus Rhea Ripley, which was actually, when it comes to women's WrestleMania matches, wasn't that like the best one? WrestleMania 39, I believe, right?
No,
Charlotte
I
Flair,
think
Rhea
the
Ripley.
best
Just
women's
a
wrestling match
spectacular match, so
was
I'm
Sasha
not
Banks
gonna
versus
complain
Bianca
if we
Belair.
get it. Not necessarily saying I'm really into the
Sasha Banks
story
and
right now. I
Bianca
think the
Belair.
biggest
Or that
problem
triple threat with
recent
Bianca,
WWE
Rhea,
debuts is that they
and
basically talk about
Io.
not necessarily the same things, but it's...
Or even Bianca
again, it
and
makes
Becky,
sense.
too. That was
When
another
you on the
banger.
roster, we tell how we are going to change the
Big
business
Bianca
and we're
fan, as you
taking
can tell,
over,
but-
but when every single wrestler, new wrestler, comes out and says the same thing, it's kind of boring. You know,
Facts.
it's kind of boring. It's like
Facts.
I'm watching the same shit over and over again from everybody. Free human monies, yes, people. Danhausen takes the money. It was supposed to be a trap, but it didn't work. It did work on The Miz, though, and they got all jizzed up. Wild character that Danhausen is, right? Using magic special powers for jizzing him up. All jizz, no breaks. We also got the Tag Team Championship match. R-Truth and Damien versus Fraction. So I know Damien and Truth are comedy characters. I mean, when you see them, you don't expect a good match. I will say this though, this
Holy
was the
shit.
best match they had as a tag team so far. Obviously it's because the tag team, the wrestling is a lot of fun, but for the first time I actually could take them
Oh,
seriously
God.
as a tag team. That's the entire point. They're supposed
Are
to
we gonna
be
even
funny,
get a
and
good
eventually
rivalry
Damien reaches
with these
point
guys?
to
Like,
turn
R-Truth
heel.
can still go...
But
Even
this
though, like,
was
he's older, we gotta
legitimately
put some
a
fucking respect
decent
on Truth.
tag team match. Now the result was not surprising. The titles got retained and they got
My... Oh, wait, who...
by MFTs. Wow, so shocking. I mean,
my
it's not like the W...
Oh, hey, TKO, let's make tag team on SmackDown exciting. Let's do the MTF versus R-Truth and fucking Damian Priest. Everyone wants to see that. Everyone's booking that on their WWE 2K26 universe mode. Why wouldn't you want to see that? Well, how about this, TKO? They're fucking boring. Put them against... This would have been a better rivalry versus Oxian and fucking Opium, whatever the fuck this goddamn name is. It would have been a way better rivalry, way better feud. Or even the New Day.
So rich, so
TK
rich to
fucking
the
up.
point it could have been anybody. It could have been anybody. And
Oh,
being
God.
locked up in a rivalry against MFTs is kind of dangerous at this point. You either want to leave the show like LA Knight or you end up getting fired. So I don't know about that. You know, in all seriousness, who gives a shit? I know. Compared to what the SmackDown Tag Team division was like a couple of years ago, This is all kind of trash. I'm just saying, this was a decent match. But then we got the Solo promo. He talked about how Jacob made a big mistake, lots of family talk. When your ass gets in the building, you are a dead man walking. The Usos come out, obviously to either confront Solo
Or even the Usos. Well, actually, I guess they have to still go in to have that fucking match with like, are they even gonna have a rematch for their titles?
It was laying hands on Tribal Chief. The move he used on Roman is last resort, a family move. Jacob is on last resort. He was talking about the death grip, so now it's like a thing for Jacob Fatu, which I can appreciate. It doesn't look, how do I put this? In reality, maybe it looks like it hurts. When it comes to wrestling, it's a very easy move to pull off, but I can kind of appreciate anyway. It really fits Jacob Fatu's character.
Yeah,
I like there's a story behind
and
it.
now
right?
he actually has a move
said,
that he doesn't have to
the big
fucking
guy,
put his whole body on the fucking line for.
I mean, there are so many Tongalangas, man. I don't remember the names. He said even your dad used that move. So the Usos told Solo to stop until Roman Reigns is done with Jacob Fatu. Solo just laughs it off and tells the big guy to attack them. And that's what he did. You tell Roman Reigns that he ain't my tribal chief. Whether Roman likes it or not, Jacob is a dead man. I know it makes sense. The bloodline is all about...
So this is my predict. I would imagine it's going to be a banger match. There might be a thing where Solo interrupts that match and screws over Jacob Fatu.
Family, it's in the name. But why, oh why, people, do I feel like this storyline would have been a lot more exciting?
And then, oh my god, that's what we're probably going to get.
Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns. Jacob's promo with Roman are very exciting. The Usos get involved. They're just a couple of pushovers. Like, they lost all the character they had. Like, somehow, some way, even the yeeting Jey Uso had more character than this. Like, he completely forgot what Roman Reigns did to him and to the family, and now he's just like, my tribal chief says you can't touch him. Then you got the MFTs, who also don't really add anything, other than the fact that, you know, I like this line during that Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu segment where he basically said, you didn't bring me to the WWE, Solo did. Other than that, why does it feel like the same story is happening on both Raw and SmackDown? When it comes to Raw, we get the big guns, right? We get Roman Reigns, we get Jacob Fatu. On SmackDown, we get Solo and MFTs. I don't like this show, people. Like, there's always something positive to say about SmackDown, and I will. You know, I'm just being honest. I don't like this show that much. Sammy is bitching to Cody again. There's a lot of misunderstandings, Cody, but we gotta stick together. We're the last real good guys. We're friends.
Come on,
A lot of truth, Sammy, but we're not the same. So Cody can already see through Sammy's and he knows Sammy is about to snap. Surprisingly, this was not the main event. So now it seems like the crowd is kind of starting to get it. They're kind of responding to his entrance, which is pretty nice. And I like the match. It felt fresh, it felt exciting, which was the entire point of the match. It seems like WWE are doing this a lot.
I mean, and you have to bring it to, especially on your first match on the show.
Cody, the first Ricky
Trying to think
Saints
what shoes
match
I gotta
on the
wear
main
today.
roster was against Cody, so it's a
Sometimes
really good
I
way
am
to
on
showcase
shit.
your new talent, even if the result is pretty obvious. But I liked Ricky's performance. He definitely has a lot of charisma. I just wish the crowd cared more. Pretty weird crossroads sell though, and Cody takes the dub. I mean, at the end of the day,
Goddamn.
losing to a WWE, to the WWE champion, is no shame. You know, obviously, he made his debut, challenged the WWE champion, lost the match, but still got some offense, so it doesn't really matter. I just hate that every single guy who makes his
Nope, still don't feel
debut
better.
on the main roster, I'm talking
I just
about
don't feel better.
Before, I'm the future, no. You gotta treat it like you're already there. I'm just a bit tired of this. I'm taking over SmackDown. I get it. Every guy before you
Yeah.
said the exact same thing. But Gunter randomly attacks him. Referee tried to stop it, but Gunter locks him in again. I can only assume Gunter...
I know a lot of people don't like Gunther. Me personally, though, I like Gunther's matches. You know what I'm saying? He's a wrestler. You feel me? Pro wrestling. I wouldn't mind him dethroning Cody. I wouldn't mind that, honestly. I wouldn't mind him having a nice little WWE Championship title run.
For
For
the
real.
WWE Championship. And I can only hope it's happening at Backlash. Again, would make Backlash from a C-level pay-per-view to legitimately possibly one of the best pay-per-views of the year, premium live events of the year, if the matches are going to deliver. Because
I mean,
getting
yeah.
Jacob Fatu versus
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, getting Gunter versus...
Who would have that main
Cody
event,
Rhodes,
though?
which to some
I
people
mean,
is
I assume
probably
Roman, of
WrestleMania
course.
match, a SummerSlam match. That would be pretty exciting. You know, WWE's pretty...
Probably they're
gonna
gonna be the opening match
putting
then.
up with big matches like this wouldn't necessarily be a problem. If anything, that would be pretty good. And that's in general my expectation with Backlash right now. I just want good wrestling with so many shenanigans.
Quick pause. We're good. overly good. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta make sure because the shit is still it's frozen on my
Maybe let the
my
wrestling
phone.
speak, the good wrestling matches speak. I just wonder how Gunter is going to lose. I mean, his entire gimmick, his entire thing right now is
Unless
that you
Randy
cannot
comes-
beat Gunter, whether you're a jobber, mid-car, or
Unless Randy comes in and RKO's him and it's a DQ. But you know what's so funny about that?
Doesn't
Like,
matter.
if that is the case, I'll be so pissed because I'll be like, why did Roman Reigns win? That's the only thing with that match, dude. It still sticks with me.
This is when we're
He hit him with
going
the
to
steel
see
steps,
the
no
return
DQ.
of Randy
Okay.
Orton, and we're going to continue with the story and perhaps hopefully get the story we actually needed. Is it a bit too late? I have no idea, people. Perhaps it's a bit too late. You know, the Pat McAfee taste is still in our mouths, which sounded kind of wrong. But I
Yeah.
really hope WWE are booking this match at Backlash. Something tells me though it ain't gonna happen. And maybe it was more of a sign of a brand split, not a brand split, a draft coming, wrestlers switching up brands. I don't know, but Gunter will be there next week and maybe he will challenge Cody Rhodes to a match. I mean, Cody, that's the only thing he kept saying for 2 weeks now is that I'm easy to find, hard to beat. Gunter said, I find you. I find you, Cody, and I challenge you for the WWE Championship. We need this match. So my thing is this, with all the positives and negatives, people, at least this one, it has legitimacy. It feels like a legit WWE Championship match. And in some ways, it's unpredictable, which is something you need right now.
Yeah, because it's like,
Danhausen's giving
yo,
out
I
money
mean,
for
you
them to
can't
buy
really
merch.
have
We
Gunther
see the
lose
gist.
after he
This
just
was
beat
funny because the
Seth
Miz
Rollins,
he is
Bro-
cursed.
oh, not Bro-
Danhausen, I will be
John
your
Cena.
mentor. Are we seeing Mizhausen? You are mentoring me, remember? But the Miz fully believes it now. He is sold on the idea that he's cursed, so he has to pick Danhausen. So Danhausen and Kit Wilson are basically fighting for the Miz. Who is the Miz going to choose? The Miz chose Danhausen, and we got the most obvious swerve in the history. Even Danhausen should have seen it coming. I'm just thinking about it, people. I'm just thinking about it. This is kind of a tag team right now. Alliance,
Who's gonna be
right?
his partner?
I feel like they need a name. So what about the Jizz brothers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. You know, Miz. It just works.
Goes hand in
Look
hand.
at him. We got Angel versus Royce Keys. Not a big shocker
Who?
there. Royce Keys takes it.
I am sick and tired of this. I know we do it every fucking like big wrestler or like, you know what I mean? You have to have those little squash matches or whatever the fucking case is to show up like the moveset of your fucking superstar. But this is Royce Keys. Okay? So Royce Keys, big body, he should be getting into those title pictures. Getting into a feud. Same thing with Obafemi. I'm sick and tired of seeing these fucking squash matches. Shit. Like, fuck, dude. WWE, can you do anything? Like, what happened to the game I love? This is not wrestling.
Kofa too congratulates him. Royce Keys talked about their friendship over the years and hypes him up against Roman Reigns. They got attacked by MFTs because of course they did. And again, let me repeat myself. On Raw, I'm seeing the actual story. On SmackDown, I'm seeing the side stories. Why can't we fully bring back the brand split? I want a different show because I'm watching Raw, I get the main shit. I'm watching SmackDown, I get the same shit, but it feels less important. Okay, now it's getting silly. Zayn talks about fans turning on him, gives a couple of examples, and he's like, man, I can relate. The gingerbread in the ring represents Trick Williams. All the costumes, catchphrases, it's easy. What I do is hard. This was basically a delusional heel promo. To put it simply, Sammy is the nice guy. I made you cappuccino. That's the type of vibe.
I mean, he has to turn heel,
He
dude.
kicked Gingerbread in the Ginger Bells and starts beating him up. Trick Williams comes out, we get a brawl. To me, it seems like a double turn. I mean, obviously, right? Obviously. Sami Zayn is the bad guy in the situation. Is beating up Gingerbread necessarily makes you a bad person? I don't
No,
think so.
but-
It's a doll. It's a doll, but Sami
We just like
is
Trick a little bit more
clearly
right now.
losing his mind, and I can't wait to see the full transformation, people, because I know now we are tired of Sami Zayn. It's not just part of the storyline. People are legitimately tired of Sami Zayn and the underdog story. Like me, guys, I'm about to cut the same promo for 5 years now. I will win the WWE Championship, but I believe there's a lot of potential for.
Let me ask you a
Sami
question. So
Zayn.
let's say he
I
wins the
think he's
championship.
gonna
Is he
be
gonna
good.
get? He's obviously gonna get the Drew
Before,
McIntyre treatment.
It's gonna be good. We got
Let's
the
be
tag team
honest.
championship match. Well, I guess unlike the last time, people actually got to see Paige wrestling, and of course the championships got retained. I don't have much to say about it. Let's make some kind of a prediction.
That is crazy that she's
Please,
so
she
young,
comes
though. She's
back
only
with
33.
Dorian Page. Yes, no. We'll see about that. The main event was a tag team match. Not that the match was bad, people. I kinda hate everything about it. First of all, the Usos are from Monday Night Raw. This is a Monday Night Raw storyline. Except it involves some people from SmackDown who basically have no hype at this point. I'm sorry, really hard to care. But then we got Jacob Fatu. He takes care of the big Tama Tonga. Now it's Jacob and Solo Sikoa in the ring. He uses
I
the
fuck with that
death
arm
grip
tap, though.
again
That
until
arm tap's
he got
low-key
distracted.
tough.
But he takes care of Tala Tonga, and we pretty much
How many
got
table spots
the
are we gonna get
same
this year?
ending we got last
How many fucking
Not challenge the tribal
table spots are we gonna get this
chiefs
year? Holy
family.
shit, dude.
Jimmy J, tell Roman Reigns that I'm a dog, walk his ass at Backlash. And that was your SmackDown. I can't even say that the show is absolutely
That does not tickle the
horrendous,
thing. Alright,
but
whatever,
why
Raw.
does it feel like filler for Raw? That's my biggest question. And why are we
Alright, next
not
vid.
getting the real
Next vid.
brands?
Next vid.
People, when I said there will be more
Absolutely fucking diabolical and disgusting from a company. Having a man work for you for 20 years, sacrifice so much of his time just to let him go for no reason. Because you can't book him correct. Because you can't book the tag team correct. The New Day, when they just freshly turned heels, were over. These guys are walking fucking promos. Xavier and fucking Kofi. Where in what world does that make sense to release your fucking 20-year veterans? Kofi Kingston and Javon. Do you know what you could have did with that? Are you dumb? You know what you could have done with that? Are we... We're losing the plot, WWE. We're losing the fucking plot.
WE releases. I didn't mean to speak that into existence. Knock. Who's there? Not the tag team division.
Yeah, the fucking tag
yes,
team
people,
division's
we got
outta here,
more
man.
WWE releases. And this time there's a bigger
Wait.
story than just simply budget cuts, which is kinda crazy. In
I
the
guarantee
first
not a
place.
single Samoan got
WWE,
released.
$1 billion
And it's no glaze
company.
towards the Samoan. Shout out to them.
Money. You know, people, the New Day getting released reminds me of the Dolph Ziggler situation. It just feels personal now. Welcome back to Greatness of Wrestling. Not a lot of greatness in this episode, but I still want you to annihilate that like button for the culture. The recent WWE releases featured the New Day, Tangaloa, and JC.
And he went
Mateo.
full
Obviously,
Caribbean
sad
with the shaved
situation,
mustache and the
because
beard
right now,
combo, too.
WWE made
Shout out to that boy
it personal
Kofi
to
fucking
the fans.
Kingston.
Every time, every Friday, we have to watch SmackDown, and we, seems like weekly right now, get a list. A list of people who are no longer in the WWE. Thank you, the WWE. I know most of you feel the same way. You grew up watching Kofi Kingston. I would
Yep.
put him in the same category as guys like Dolph Ziggler, right? We grew up watching, they were mid-carders, rose to the top, became WWE champions.
Legends,
So Kofi
by the
Kingston
way.
getting released is like a chair shot to the back by the WWE. Brian Alvarez has confirmed that Kingston was decided to leave WWE after being asked to restructure their deals. We can also confirm that in the case of New Day, it was their decision to leave based on what TKO was offering for a new deal. To be specific,
They're probably lowballing
New
the
Day's
fuck
deal
out of
were
them.
not up. They were asked to restructure to TKO deals. They didn't like the deal, so they were granted their release.
So
that's
basically,
pretty interesting,
they
people, and
lowballed.
that's what makes it so different from the previous week releases. Oh my god, they released like almost 30 people at this point. This is what makes it different. It was their decision to leave, but I still believe it tells you.
I mean, it's definitely
They getting released is
TKO
absolutely
though.
crazy.
You
to
know,
me, because when I
this is
look
probably
at
what
Xavier
happened.
Woods and
We're gonna
Kofi
give you a new
Kingston, I see
contract,
them as
but it's gonna be
lifetime
less
in the
than what it was
WWE.
before.
It's like the Miz
Well, I'm not gonna
getting
take it
They
then.
seem like the most
The fuck?
loyal people to the WWE, and eventually you see them actually being in commentary, helping out talent. It doesn't matter. You see them in the WWE for life. Pretty much what Big E is doing right now.
Yeah.
So in the case of Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, guys like The Miz, it sounds
I can
crazy
imagine,
that WWE
like you can't imagine, like later, like when everyone retires, like Xavier Woods as a manager, like a Paul Heyman-esque for somebody, like a Javon Evans, like somebody else, like maybe a Royce Keys or a Oba. You can't see that. Not even saying like you put them with those guys, but like just somebody of that nature later down the road. You couldn't see that? Him as a manager? Come on now. Stop
he
it.
would release them and don't see value. So it's crazy that WWE just let them go. Again, you think about the talent like Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, The Miz. They're gonna be in the WWE for life. They're that loyal to the company no matter what. So imagine how disrespected they must have felt that they said, nah, that ain't it. But I appreciate the balls. I definitely appreciate the balls. Like I've said, it's a bit of a different story. They basically told WWE, this ain't working for us, and WWE said, well, can't do nothing about that. And that's what's so important about this situation, people. They know their worth. It's not like they're gonna struggle to find job in the wrestling world.
Yeah.
One of the greatest WWE
Tag team.
champions of all time.
Yeah,
The
New Day's in the
longest
free
reigning tag team
agency.
champions in WWE
Yeah, he might. They
history.
probably
So
going to
I can
AEW.
only see AEW throwing big amount of money. Even if it's the same amount of money, I would do it out of spite. You know, if I were the New Day, if I were Kofi or Xavier Woods, I would say, well, it's the same amount of money, but at least I'm not getting disrespected. What people also need to realize, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods especially, they're not just part of the WWE roster. They're doing a lot of backstage stuff. For example, Xavier Woods is running up, up, down, down.
Whoa, what's gonna happen with My Gmo? They're gonna have to have a new face of My
all
Gmo, and
that
it's gonna
shit.
have to
So
be
they
just
were
Tyler
valuable
Breeze.
to the WWE,
Wow.
not just as professional wrestlers. So what shocked me the most is the realization that WWE are not valuing them as much as the fans
That's
are.
crazy,
That is
man.
absolutely crazy.
That is
Biggie
insane.
posted this on his Instagram story, basically the New Day leaving the WWE, Spider-Man or Superman reference.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
Spider-Man.
so bad at this, you know. I am so bad at this. Batman. You know, whatever. One of these people, I think it's Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure it's Spider-Man. Whatever, doesn't matter. So it's crazy. I saw them in the same position as Biggie eventually. You know, they have a lot of charisma, especially Xavier Woods. Like, he's just so over the top. He's making content. He's perfect for the WWE.
Literally, giving you
Kofi
extra
is very
publicity.
entertaining too, still going strong in the WWE. We're gonna talk about them individually, obviously. I like this post on X that said, there's no such thing as WWE Lifer anymore. They released Dolph Ziggler, tried to release R-Truth last year, but it backfired, and now Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods have left. These are the kind of wrestlers you expect to retire in WWE. WWE has never felt more soulless than it does right now, which again brings me to the same thing. WWE Universe. Michael Cole, say it with me. That's WWE. WWE always tried to pretend the fans and the WWE are family. The wrestlers and the WWE, it's a one big family until it's not anymore. The last time it felt kind of this, I don't know if it makes any sense, but personally anyway, was when Bray Wyatt got released, Dolph Ziggler got released, and sure, some of them asked for the release, I get that, but it's because WWE didn't see any value in these talent. And you know, Kofi was still one of these comfort wrestlers. Somebody we watched over the years, still in the WWE, became a champion. It's just a sad situation. Damien said locker room hurts on this New Day. All love for Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, man.
Nobody has a bad thing to say about Xavier and Kofi. Kofi is like one of the most liked WWE wrestlers ever.
Of all
Even the
time.
Usos gave a shout out. One of the best WWE tag team
Rivalries.
of
Oh my
this
God, of all
generation.
time.
You know, you don't expect certain people to get released. You simply don't see them getting released by the WWE. Especially like a year or two ago, it seemed like, well, you know, WWE might release certain talent, but they're always the ones who are safe. Like, that's how I feel about The Miz, for example. The Miz ain't ever leaving the WWE. At this point, well, you never know. Let's talk about some of the talent. Kofi Kingston, right?
WWE
Became the
champion.
Intercontinental champion. United States
Is he a
champion,
grand?
multi-time tag team champion. Eventually became a WWE champion.
I think he was a
in
grand.
WWE.
He's Grand Slam,
kind
right?
of crazy. And the title reign wasn't as bad as you remember. I actually watched some of these clips. I know I'm going all over the place, really.
I think he was a
talking about
Grand
who got
Slam
released, but
champion,
they
no?
actually
Because he's
decided
obviously
to
tag
leave. But
team,
it's still
obviously
kind of the
IC,
same
US,
story. They were not
and WWE.
valued in the
He's a Grand Slam
WWE.
champion.
And instead of TKO/WWE/WTF, you know, talking about it, trying to negotiate, they said, well, fine. You can kind of appreciate that WWE are building new talent, trying to, you know, freshen it up. We're seeing a bunch of new talent from NXT. It's like WWE are shifting, but it's a double-edged sword because the ones we love are also getting released. So, you know, it's a bad situation still. Just recently we got a story of Kofi Kingston trying
But yeah, what the
to
hell's happening here?
be a mentor to Javon Evans, and it seems like that ain't happening. We're not gonna get the answers.
Not gonna get the
which is
payoff for
kind of a
that.
theme for
I
these
know, yeah,
recent
exactly.
WWE
Like
releases.
Kyrie saying, no payoff
They
for
were
that.
part of storylines, and all of a sudden, they're gone. We also need to talk about Xavier Woods. Like I've said, Xavier is somebody who's really valuable to the WWE, and I'm just wondering what's gonna happen to WWE GMO. They were a big part of that, obviously, and also up, up, down, down, because I see WWE actually taking that channel. Now, I should have done more
No,
research,
there's no,
but
no, because that's Xavier's channel. They can't do that. They can't do that. That's his channel.
In a way, legally fair, morally not necessarily if WWE just take over the channel and he's gone. I think that would be really, really wrong. But Xavier Woods is big part of the internet culture in a way. He's really smart about that, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna.
He actually is very intelligent. He has a major in.
Now anymore, he would still succeed.
I don't remember what it was,
anywhere
but
else
he's mad
because he's
intelligent.
really smart
I want to say
so,
law.
You know, I'm not.
I'm
just,
probably
as a
wrong.
fan, as a
Not gonna lie.
WWE
But it's something really
fan,
intelligent
part
like
of the WWE universe really disappointed that this is the situation. And it seems like every week, not literally every week, WWE is more soulless. Oh, I already miss you. I already miss you. You were doing
released
the
them?
wrong things in the most perfect way.
So they finally released some
imaginable.
fucking Samoans?
When you botched, I felt it. I loved it. You know, unintentionally one of the most hilarious WWE wrestlers.
Yeah, low-key.
Let's rewatch some of that for the culture. Yes. Botcha Lola.
Mania.
You know, I'm not trying to make fun of it. It was absolutely hilarious in a way. He punched his
ass
partner's
cheek.
head. He lost aura in the most lovely way possible. Oppa. This is a 6-1-10. Yes, he forgot. He forgot. He was daydreaming. He was daydreaming. He forgot. I'm gonna miss this. This is not even the WWE, but you get the idea.
Bah! Bah!
Oppa. Now, nobody really cared about MFTs lately. Is releasing some of the talent a good idea? I don't know. I don't think that was the issue. JC Mateo is gone too. He was in the WWE for probably only
What, like a year?
Which is kind of crazy. Before he went to the WWE, he was kind of a big deal. He had aura.
Yeah, I was gonna say in the
Once
Indies he
came
was
to
big, right?
WWE, not a single soul took him seriously. You know, he even showed up in AEW once and it was like, oh, this guy is a big deal. In the WWE, honestly, he did nothing. The only tag teams we have in the WWE right now are
Oh my
Alpha
God, that
Academy,
is disgusting.
Made, MFTs, the Usos, Street Profits, War Raiders, Fraction, Bravo and Rayo, LWO, Los Garza, Weepa Up and Division. And some of these tag teams you're
Weepa.
not even seeing on
It's alright.
television.
He's Lithuanian.
It may look
He's-
like
he's
it doesn't
Lithuanian,
look
man.
that small. Well, people, you need to realize we have Raw
And SmackDown, bro.
We have the World Tag Team Championships. We have the WWE Tag Team Championships. We've been complaining about the tag team division for almost a year now. And now it's about to get even worse. They literally released some of the best tag teams they have.
Machine Gun.
Motor City Machine Guns, The New Day, some of the MFTs, the Wyatt Six. How does it do any good? Unless we're going to get some brand new tag teams from NXT, but it still will take a lot of time for people to get invested.
Yeah.
It's just a bad idea. And again, you may say, well, it's business. I keep saying the same
This
thing.
business
WWE
has no
are
heart.
making more money than ever before. You may look at the product and say, well, it sucks. Who's watching this bullshit? Trust me, Fortnite in the middle of the ring during a WWE show is not necessarily just for fun. So soulless, by the way. WWE.
Who remembers that
is
naked
straight
man, man?
blood,
That's
blood,
wrestling.
Sweat, bunch of men, a bunch of Hulkamaniacs. Blood, sweat, shit, piss, fighting. It's a Fortnite logo in the middle of it. Man, it's so soulless. I hate this bullshit. It's simply just a sad situation. Even if Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods left by themselves, it still tells a lot about the WWE and TKO. Money over everything. I think a lot of talent now really need to think about the loyalty to the company, because the company ain't loyal to them.
Is
We
it
need to
really?
talk about Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns
If
is
you're
the
not,
current
you know what I'm saying, that
world
top
heavyweight
fucking guy, they don't care
which
about you.
So far, I'm enjoying
Facts.
the storyline with Jacob Fatu. I think it has potential to be a bit of a banger match, but I've got some.
I wonder how The Miz feels. Like, I wouldn't. Obviously, he's not going to tell you how he truly feels, but I wouldn't want to know if he feels like.
I think it's good news for the WWE. What's the deal? What is the one thing we were afraid of when thinking about Roman Reigns potentially winning the World Heavyweight Championship? WWE has removed Roman Reigns from the official advertising for the June episodes of Raw. The Tribal Chief is no longer listed for
So
June
he's
1st,
not
June
gonna be showing
8th,
up
June
in
15th,
June.
June 22nd episodes on their official website. So we don't necessarily know if it's true or not. You know, obviously, maybe they just made a mistake. Maybe they're not sure, but let's treat these rumors as reality, most likely reality. So I'm pretty sure we're talking about the entirety of June, which is kind of crazy because didn't he say that he's gonna stay in
You're
the
gonna see me all
WWE?
summer.
He said, don't worry.
Well, that's the
guys,
beginning
don't
of
worry.
summer, pal.
Acknowledge. Woof, 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 big dog. Didn't he say that he's going to be in the WWE during the entire summer?
Yeah, word.
I'm pretty sure he said that during.
Which
one
means,
of
I
the
mean, we
shows,
already know that
perhaps
he's gonna be
after
losing it at
WrestleMania,
SummerSlam, but
you know. So that's kind of crazy. And that was our biggest worry when talking about the potential Roman Reigns world title run. We were excited about
yeah, but he wasn't gonna
obviously
lose.
some
I should
nostalgia,
have known
maybe
that.
he
Like,
could even
if you're gonna
elevate
let
the
Dean Ambrose go
championship,
over,
you know, obviously so far I'm
Seth
enjoying
Rollins
it,
go
but our
over.
problem, our issue was, will he even show up on Monday Night Raw? And according to these rumors, not necessarily. So the problem I have right now, at least for me, it's gonna be really hard to get invested in anything Roman Reigns does, knowing fully he is, and this is not a correct word to use on Roman Reigns, anybody but Roman, but it's gonna make sense in a second. He's almost a transitional champion. Doesn't make sense to say that because he's Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but it's
Obviously,
like
he's
whoever's gonna
the
win that
main
bitch next is
champion.
gonna
I
be
get that.
truly over. I completely understand what he's saying, because honestly, it's probably gonna be Elba at SummerSlam, but you know what I'm saying, or it could be somebody else. I don't know who else. Maybe CM Punk. Who knows? But yeah, man, that's a stream, bro. W stream for today, man. I love y'all boys, man. God first, the consistency, and until tomorrow, safety.